I went to the gym with my friend for the first time a few days ago, and I was shocked. This is a true story, by the way, and it actually seemed like he was genuinely minimizing his day for muscle growth. So this video is the complete basics for teens, built around every mistake he made, so you can learn from his mistakes. The first thing out of his mouth was, yeah, this is my first time training in a few weeks. And look, I've said that exact sentence before, no judgment. But consistency is one of the biggest factors there is. You can have the most intense workout on earth, but if you only show up to do it once a month, you're not going to grow. Then, before we even start, he just loads his full working weight right onto the bar. No warm-up. I was flabbergasted. Guys, warm up. You don't need a 15-minute cardio routine, which isn't even so effective. Just load about half your working weight, do a set, and then bump it up. It gets the movement dialed in, you'll actually lift better, and it's healthier for your joints and actual muscle. So for the first drill set, incline chest machine by the way, he goes, I'm going heavy. My philosophy is a few heavy reps, not too many sets. Sounds alright. Heavy reps build muscle, light ones too by the way, as long as you're close to failure. The problem was his execution. His range of motion was basically non-existent, and his whole body was contorting just to grind out a few reps. Not dissing him, he was clearly working hard. He just didn't know. Same as most people. He would be better off dropping the weight a little bit and using a fuller range of motion under control with no flailing. And if you've never done an exercise, just school to perform first. I do it right there in the gym, and nobody cares. It ties into the bigger picture, your training plan. If you're starting out, I'd run an upper-lower split 4 days a week. That hits every muscle group twice a week, which is good. Splitting your weekly sets up means each one is high quality. 10 hard sets for a muscle spread across 2 days beats 10 sets crammed into one long session. Also, by the way, if the audio's a little weird, it's because I have some family staying over and I'm in a different recording location. But that's besides the point. After training, push day by the way, we headed back to my place to order some food. He wanted Italian. I was like, sure, no problem. Pasta and pizza, they're low-key ass, I'm not gonna lie. But the real issue, he had basically no protein. Now, is the anabolic window where you have to slam a protein shake within an hour of leaving the gym doors true? No, not really. But you should still get some protein within a few hours of lifting, and more importantly, hit your protein for the day. A simple target is up to about a gram per pound body weight. So if you're about 180 pounds, aim for up to 180 grams. You don't have to be perfect. Anywhere in that range does the job. One tweak. If you're carrying a lot of extra fat, don't use your full scale weight for that math. It'll spit out a huge number you don't need. Use your goal weight instead. But back to the story. It was already getting late, and he goes, I gotta head home. I need to be up early. If I go to sleep right now, I'll get maybe 6 hours. That's a huge mistake. You don't build muscle in the gym. In the gym, you're primarily sending a growth signal, mostly through mechanical tension, fancy phrase for the force your muscles feel. It is a little more complicated than that, but we'll save that for another video. The building and recovery happens later, mostly while you're asleep. There's a study where people ate the exact same diet twice, but on less sleep, they lost way less fat and way more muscle. The same exact food, the only thing that changed was sleep, and their bodies started eating their own muscle instead of their fat. There's also research showing a week of bad sleep dropped testosterone in young men by 10 to 15%, and that was adults. You need even more sleep than they do. Teenagers actually need somewhere around 8 to 10 hours, not 6. So that was the day. First time in weeks, no warm-up, half reps, no protein, 6 hours of sleep. And here's the point. My friend isn't dumb. Every one of those mistakes is just what you pick up when your info comes from TikTok clips and you aren't into SBL. The fixes are simple. Show up regularly, warm up, use a full range of motion, hit your daily protein and calories, and just sleep well. That'll get you 90% of your gains. Also, side note, he told me he doesn't train legs. Please guys, train legs. It's healthy, but more importantly, when summer comes and you're on the beach, you won't look like a bird. With that, I'm also Maurice, signing off.